Good evening, everybody. Good evening, and welcome. I say good evening. In case you are watching this in another part of the world, good afternoon and good morning, good afternoon, good night, good evening, good everything.
6:30 here.
It's 6:30
in the evening.
PM.
In the PM. Yeah. In the PM.
My ADHD brain struggles sometimes. I don't understand how time works. And beyond that, sometimes I just use the wrong words. So for some reason, I'm currently fixated.
Beyond that. Yeah.
In what? You
said beyond that.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Oh, I didn't even know. I didn't even realise I was making a pun or something like that. Yeah, so sometimes my brain gets fixated, and currently, for some reason, I associate AM with this channel, which is completely bonkers.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense at all, does it?
I see that we've got slightly bigger cups.
Oh, we've got new merch. It's not merch, but I did go buying some stuff. So if you are, for those of you that are visually impaired, behind us here on the fake, the brick wall, it's definitely not
a flag.
I don't know what it is. It's a banner. But the wall, that definitely isn't made out of fabric. It is absolutely 100% real brick. If you believe that, you believe anything.
Ages to build it.
Yes. This here is actually, on it is a little banner flag thingy, fabric print
hasn't got red in the way you might see.
There you go.
See,
well, I'm explaining it for Rachel, for Shell, for Jane, for people that have visual impairment.
Yeah. It's a white sign. We've got a big scale on it, have we?
We've got the Losers Club logo, cool, which is a smiling scale, and then it says the Losers Club. Yeah. So that is now on the wall behind us. I also I've got our mugs because the other ones were too small.
The other ones looked like they were for small people.
They did. They look very
children
small. For children. Well, we just a bit like food. You'll be surprised to know we also like giant cups of coffee as well. And then look, I've got a new bag. So this is a canvas bag. It looks a bit like a school satchel, a school book bag, but it is perfect for holding our weighing books, our Slimming World 2 little pack books that we have to go to group. Hang on. And you can even get a cookbook in here as well. Oh, spoilers, that's the cookbook I'm using. Go on, what are you saying?
I said, no, having the bigger cups, you don't skimp on your coffee or anything.
You don't skimp on your coffee?
Tea, coffee, or whatever it is you do.
Oh, no. So it reminds you. So we've
got your water in.
I got one of these because I couldn't resist. While I was looking for mugs, I got one of those. So there you go.
It looks like you've gone back to school.
It does look like a school book bag, doesn't it?
It does.
It really does. I love it. So I now go, I rock up to my Slimming World group with this over my shoulder, advertising Wednesdays. Why not? Why not? So anyway, good evening, everybody.
I wanted to put it on the car next. Another one.
Funnily enough, you can get the magnet versions.
Oh.
I know. I have been looking. Watch out, Slimming World. Losers Club is coming for you. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Ideas,
No, absolutely not. Good Lord. I can barely deal with my life as hectic as it is now. Anyway.
You're so hecticana.
It is hecticana. Good evening, Ethelred the Unready. Hello, Ed, my darling. Good evening to Eileen Watson. Good evening to you. Hi there. How's this week going? Fast. How is it Wednesday already? Yeah. Bonkers. Karen Fraser, good evening to you. Neil, good evening to you. By the way, Neil is in Leeds on that there Friday coming. So you may well be coming round.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, we like Neil. Thank you, Ed. Do the YouTubey things if you haven't done already. The thumbsy uppy.
You're coming to see the jungle in the garden.
I know. And to see the lovely brick wall that definitely isn't cloth.
It's been a stressful couple of days with the horrendous wind and me standing outside holding my tomatoes. Yeah.
Hang on, that sounds wrong.
But yeah.
Holding your tomato plants and the tomatoes on your plants. Not just outside. Don't say on the internet that you are outside holding your fruit.
I was, pretty much. Because tomatoes is a fruit. So
it is. I know, that's why I said it. Good evening, Julie Flynn. Good evening, Kimberly down south. Here we go. It's 12:32, now 12:36 in Alabama. Good afternoon, my darling. Have a lovely lunch. Puntastic, I know, right? Hazel Morgan, good evening to you.
Oh, no, we don't even eat lunch.
We don't. That's why we're wasting away.
I know, right?
Good evening to Debbie's World. Debbie's World is a YouTuber. Yeah. Good evening, Debbie. Debbie is following the Manjaro and doing so much dog walking.
I know.
I'm surprised your dogs aren't like skinny as whippets.
I really enjoyed like when you did the is it the food hall?
Oh yeah, we
the
like your
things
food
that
holes.
the things that you buy, obviously, it's slightly different to some of the things we have because we're not really calorie counting as
Oh,
such. So.
they're walking by the canal today. That is
Oh.
bonkers. Well,
Oh,
well
that's really
done.
cool.
And hello to. I know one of the doggies is called Charlie. I can't remember what the other one's called. Can't remember what the other one's called. Good evening to Bean Feast. Hello, Shell. Good evening, everyone. Lovely to be here. Thank you, my darling. Lovely to have you here. You love the bag. Thank you. I really like it. It just makes... You know how there was a craze in some of the groups that they had these little Kitson bags that people were having? Well, I wanted something like that, but I'm not really into designer. As you can see, I am rocking an Ozzy Osbourne t-shirt today because, again,
it's no longer here.
the Prince of Darkness is no more.
I said a Slimming World consultant that we've been and dropped in before. She has a Slimming World logo and things on her
bags, don't she? Yeah, she's got loads of bags.
Are they like I can't remember what
they're little fabric bags, little shopping bags. So when you get Slimming of the Week basket, you don't get it in a Slimming World bag, you get it in her group Slimming World bag.
Advertising, it's very good,
Very clever. Good evening, Angela Brown. I know merch, right? It's not quite merch, but it is. You're CCing, I don't know what that means, from Alabama with your pups to walk by the canal as well. Oh, lovely. Good evening, Christine Scott. Hello to you, my darling. Horrendous wind, Roof.
I know. It is.
Rufus heads for horrendous
Lisa gets
wind.
terrible wind, don't you, dear? Even without the outside weather.
God, that's funny. That made me laugh, Debbie. Good evening to Michelle. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Eileen. Plenty of recipes for your tomatoes. I know. We need some recipes for green tomatoes because in the storm...
We had some fallen tomatoes.
Some of the plants went over, didn't they?
Two of the
Good evening, Angela. Hello, my darling.
So we've got some... It's the large... Like I say, luckily none of them were broken, so it's just really lucky.
Oh, I've just realised...
I saved them all.
None of the messages are coming up on screen. Why is that? I've just realised that. They were coming up on my other screen. Right, okay, Rufus, do the usual. You fill in while I try and sort whatever this is out, because something's not gone right again.
A really, really stressful week, to be fair. And, not the best week at group. Either.
Well, do you want to talk about the thing that we've just done? Not to put too much emphasis on it, but...
No, I think this is the first time ever that we actually rang head office just to say that we don't really agree with what's been going on.
Just to give feedback on the layout.
And that we don't feel that, more than anything, don't feel that because they are just concentrating on and showing people that have lost the most that week and had consistent losses and praising those people. If you get people at group that have only maintained or had tiny loss or even put weight on, those people, if they feel that they need extra support, they might not get it.
No.
And we said to them, there seems to be a gap right at the end of the session now, maybe 10-15 minutes, that they finish early before the next lot come in, because like I say, we go to the first session at 4 and then there's another 2 sessions after us, and we don't feel that the people that sit there quiet sort of, maybe not want to talk out in front of everybody and that in the group setting, might want to sort of talk to a consultant afterwards and get a bit of extra support. But I feel that it should be, they should concentrate on the people that really need more support than the ones that are losing every week.
Yeah, I did have a text message. Now listen, I know we've both been a bit scathing over the changes recently. This is nothing about our consultant. We've got a brand new consultant. Just fresh out of training, brand new to it. She had huge shoes to fill. Well, our previous consultant was one of the best that we've ever known.
I'll say this is one of the bigger groups I said
and
we've
it is
ever
a big
been.
group, yeah.
It is.
So it is very complicated, but she did send me a message today after yesterday I raised my hand because there was a thing where she said if anyone needs some support, and I did yesterday, and I raised my hand and she didn't see me. Well, let's just put it like that. And so we've had I sent a couple of messages last night, and then today she said the thing that made us ring head office, and I've never done this, was The new rollout doesn't focus on members who gain or maintain simply because it's about sharing losses with those who do and for others to listen and learn about the sharing.
But some people, don't talk a lot and may just sit quiet.
Now,
and just
that for me basically went, well, if you've not lost, shut up and learn how to lose weight, you fatties. That's what it sounded. I know it wasn't that, but that is literally what the message sounded like. Oh, so Slimming World now just want to listen to the losers?
But I said,
okay, what about everybody else?
But me as well. That
Hi, Trudy. Sometimes
as well, being a group, I felt that I would, if I feel that when everybody's chatting, if I feel that I have some information that might help someone else, I will share that. But the last so many weeks, I just haven't. Since the things have changed, it just makes me feel like not wanting to get involved with it and to sit quiet and thinking, because it's not been the most positive experience like over the last maybe month. I just feel like I don't feel like it just seems a bit more awkward rather than everyone having their personal, whether it be like a minute or something that everyone gets just to chat with a consultant. I just feel like I don't feel like I can kind of jump in and just say my piece and it's actually going to help someone. But if I know them at group, and I have a chat with them, like I say, when we first get there, then like I say, I'll always share tips and stuff like that then. But other than that, I think it's the newer members that maybe have not had a great few weeks, maybe because they're getting used to it, that really need the extra support.
Or the yo-yoers, or even just me this week. Spoilers for our weight loss bit, but Trudy says, hi all, I would think those are the people that do actually need the support the most, absolutely. Angela says, even though I'm at Target, I still need support. My consultant luckily is very supportive to people on Target. That's amazing. Again, we had rumblings from Target members behind us. Well, they were next to us. We were on the back row this week.
Lots of people.
Slimming World Vegan, hello. Good evening to you, Slimming World Vegan. Hi all, I've been looking forward to this live stream tonight. Thank you, my darling. Thank you for the support. Don't worry, we're not going to be bitching much longer. No. Kimberly says, that sounds awful. They only care about the top losers. It sounds like high school all over again. It does a little bit, doesn't it? Like, oh, we're in top set because you lost the most this week. But what about you? You lost a bit this week. You had a loss this week. You weren't in the top set, but does that mean if last week you lost £8 and this week you came in with £4, does that mean you're in the second set? And then what if you come in with a loss, a £1 loss? Are you then in set 7? Do you know what I mean? It just feels a bit weird now. It does make you wonder what you're paying for if you're not getting the personal support. Exactly. Byron! Hello, Byron, my friend. Byron, the vegan loser. Hi all, late joining, but I hope I've not missed too much. No. You haven't missed much, love. Just us moaning.
Yeah. Nothing new.
Bitching and moaning while I'm wearing an Ozzy Osbourne t-shirt. I have to tell you, for those of you that... well, none of you can see because I've got my hair down, but I am also wearing my bat earrings. I think this has been a thing this week. I'm wearing bat earrings and my Aussie top a little bit because obviously it was his funeral, and I did for up until about 18:28. In other words, 6:28 this evening. I did have a centre parting in my hair, and at the very last minute, I was like, nope, I can't do it. Can't do it. I've got to comb it back over. So if I'm looking all fluffy and weird this side, it's because I had a centre parting like Ozzy. The last time I had a centre parting was about 25, 30 years ago. And it looked like...
It didn't go very well.
No, it looked like I had Darth Vader's helmet on. My hair just literally hung straight to my ears. And then, because it's a bit curly on the ends, it curled out. So I immediately was like... No, I can't do that. I need to change it. Anyway,
I missed it. I wished I'd seen that.
No, you don't. Why do you think I ran?
Seen that now.
Why do you think I ran in the bathroom as soon as you came in here? I looked at the camera and I was like, nope.
I never noticed.
I know you didn't, because I was like, bye, in the bathroom doing this.
It's all right. If I'd have seen it, I would have taken a photo.
You probably would have done. Yeah. That's why I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. Let's talk about the food this week that we have enjoyed, because we've had some lovely food this week. It's all on our Facebook page. Go and have a look at that. If you don't know, there is a Facebook group, called the Losers Club from Beyond by Beyond Authentic. Join that. It's a private group. I think we've got 60 members now in a week. It's gone bonkers. People are sharing their food. They're sharing what they got at various different supermarkets. Yeah. Debbie shared something from Sainsbury's. The last time I went to Sainsbury's, I bought a pair of trousers. Actually, you bought a pair of trousers because it was for my birthday.
Oh no! Now they don't fit you now.
No, they do.
They
They do. But it was a 16, right? I was already in a 20, up round my tummy. They were a very stretchy 20, to be fair. I could have been a size 28 with triplets carrying, and it still would have fitted. They were very, very baggy. Yeah. And I got the 16 thinking, I'll never get into those. Never, ever. Now I'm thinking, should I have got a 14? Yeah, I'm not a 14 in any way, shape, or shape or form, but a little non-scale victory there, which I needed this week. But yeah, that was the last time. So that would have been back in June. Yeah.
But the thing is, though, if you have like for some people, if you have an amazing month on plan, you could lose up to a stone. Just like, it's like.
Oh, you can do.
In a month, it's like.
You can also put on 17 pounds in a week and a half, but let's not talk about that.
No.
Angela, you're so pleased you found the channel because you're so uplifting. Oh, thank you, my darling. We're trying. If you try a centre part, you look like a homely backwoods girl. I can imagine, my darling. You missed last week.
How do you do that then? Do you just like flip your hair forward and then like just. No.
What, like Cousin It?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a homely. No, backwards.
Backwards, yes.
Not.
I could imagine you'd look great like that. Yeah, I like that look. Yeah.
Backwards.
No, I didn't read it. I was just listening. You said backward. I went backwards. What do you mean? Flip your hair forward.
No.
And then just
don't make me cry. I've got eyeliner on.
Just like open, just like curtains. You'd be like, hello.
Oh dear. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Oh gosh. Hello Jane, if you're watching and not able to reply, says Byron. Oh my gosh. Gallivanting around the country, going to concerts. That's a good reason. Non-scale victories are keeping you going at the moment, Slimming World Vegan, as you haven't had many losses for a few weeks. Just keep going. I said this today to Slimming World head office. I said to them, do you know what? I cannot fault the plan. I said it works. No. I said for the first time, I said we've been on and off Slimming World for 9 years. We lost some weight, gained it, lost some weight, gained it. But I said when we thought it was a diet plan, that's how we treated it. Yeah, I said now since October, this is our life. I said the plan, didn't quite say blooming. The plan works. I said we've now made it our lifestyle.
Yep.
I said we've drunk the Kool-Aid. This is our Bible. You name it. I said it works for us. I said we finally got what it is. It's finally clicked after years. It's clicked, and I said I cannot fault this plan. I said the rollout of what's been happening, I've got issues with. I said, but this plan blooming works. It's amazing. So if you're having that plateau, my darling, keep going. Honestly, keep going. Log your food. Get a food diary. Get one from group if you're still going to group. If not, you can get them online. We found some on. Spoilers, I've got a video coming of weight loss stuff, Slimming World and weight loss adjacent stuff from the cheap Chinese websites. I'm not a big fan of cheap Chinese websites, but when money is tight and friends are few, you get what you can. And if it's a choice between spending £5 on a diary journal that helps or £25, I know what I'm going to do because money is tight. But
I absolutely think, like I say, the first few weeks on plan are, in the beginning can be quite challenging.
They can
be, where they go, okay, like you got your food diaries and you've got to put all of your ingredients lists of things that you cook and eat that day all on a piece of paper, but it doesn't tell me, that piece of paper for that day doesn't tell me what if I ate spaghetti bolognese that day or a curry or something. It doesn't tell me that.
No.
So I think if I'd have looked back now, I think I would have really have thought it was a good thing to save photos of the meals that I had and put a date on it and store it in my phone, because that way I could look back on the first week of plan and gone, right, okay, well there's everything all on my diary, but actually it was a spaghetti bolognese I had, and that's the amount I had and the plate size I used at the time. And now obviously our meals have got smaller over time, but that's why all of a sudden sometimes if you feel that you get stuck and you're not really having that many good losses, and you know something has to change, you have to shuffle things around a little bit to then go down a notch and carry on losing. Sometimes it's like that.
I do agree. Luckily for us, we have got a whole back catalogue of weigh-ins and everything else where we talk about our food. So maybe we should go for our own marathon of 10 months. Would that be 40 odd videos of
things of food
of the weigh-ins and what we've been eating?
Yeah.
This week though, what was your favourite meal of this week? Was it perhaps the chicken tikka masala?
It was.
It was mine as well. So for those of you, if you haven't seen it, the recipe is now amazing. Up. Last week's Tuesday recipe. Listen again.
Banging.
Not to big up the Slimming World people, but oh my God, that was the best recipe. The best. It was the best chicken tikka masala I've ever had. On or off plan.
And as well, this recipe said fat-free fromage frais.
Couldn't get it.
Could we get any? No. But I think that if I'd have not known, obviously I helped you prep bits and pieces, but if I'd have not known that meal was on plan, and I don't know, there was no sins in it at all.
Nope, sin free.
And I would have thought it had come from a takeaway shop.
Yep.
I'm not even joking.
Well, we said on the video.
I honestly did.
If we had eaten that in a restaurant,
I would have happily
really gone, oh, that was an amazing meal out. We'll tip the waiter, we'll tip the chef. Oh, really, really lovely. Can we get a goodie bag to go?
Nice,
there wouldn't have, I mean, there would have been leftovers in a restaurant size. But
really, really nice.
Absolutely delicious. Totally recommend it. It got 9.5 stars from each of us. Go watch the video, it's really good.
I give it a 10, but I've not tried every recipe in the book
No,
yet.
I would also give it a 10, apart from there's a step which is really faffy, but seriously, and it's in the 50 Golden Greats recipe book. I don't think it's the same one that's in some of the other curry books, because we've tried a chicken tikka masala before and it wasn't this.
I don't think that was an old book as well, so if you might have to look for it on Amazon or somewhere, because loads of people sell stuff on there that like their own pre-owned books that are good, in good condition, and
on eBay. Talking of which, Kimberly, my darling, we I don't know whether you saw it, we had a suggestion, a bit like Byron, who's got an Amazon wish list, where if people want to send gifts and things, they can do. Why not do the same thing, Kimberly? Have a little Amazon wish list, and if people want to send you something, they've got the option then, and like we could send you something from the States, from Amazon US. That way it isn't...
Because if it comes from here, we then now incur a big charge
postage and tariffs.
Yes, we do now. So, but there's, like I said, there's loads and loads of books and things. Like, say, if there's any of the Slimming World books on Amazon and that, you could, just do your own wish list.
Yeah. Apart from that, everything we've eaten this week has been 100% on plan. We've had a couple of vegan meals. We had a vegan curry that we did with lentils. Absolutely delicious. Really, really nice.
Oh, you did that, did you?
I did that. Yeah, with the korma spice mix.
I ate half of it and then I went, oh, do you know what? I think there's lentils or something in this. And she went,
there was. Yeah. It was lentils, TVP, or what is it now? Soya protein. I forget the new name for it. When I was veggie, it was TVP. So that was in it. And then the korma mix, if you look on our back catalogue, you'll see there's a recipe for my go-to korma. It was that mix. Absolutely dead simple. Delicious.
The veggie bolognese that I did.
Oh yeah, you did a veggie bolognese because we had another packet of it. We had that as well.
I wouldn't have known it wasn't meat at all.
We had that with gluten free. In fact, I think is that like
2 days we had it. We had it one day on yesterday on baked potato, and then
so that's 4 days we had vegan main meals. Plus we had the beetroot. So 5 days of vegan meals this week.
I said often I don't miss meat anyway, really. I really enjoy everything we have.
Just means it's a bit more weird seeing as 5 vegan days of like proper healthy on plan, and what happened. Anyway,
amazing meals.
Who's in charge of Slimming World now? I have no idea, my darling Angela. Slimming World vegan, that would be so helpful. We're putting it together. I have been looking. Slimming World's got 3 more stone to go. A photo food diary is such a good idea, isn't it? Just you're going to measure every 7 pounds. Fingers crossed. Oh, Eileen's doing her measurements every 7 pounds.
Yeah,
that'll be interesting.
But I said the thing is though, you can the meals you have. I said we're over like I don't know, like say virtually 10 months I think now that we've been on plan, and we have changed out the size of our plates. Obviously, I still think I'm getting a whole plate of dinner because the plates have downsized a bit. But honestly, I think when we started to reduce the amount we put on our plate, I still felt so full from eating it. And it made me realise that sometimes you can sit there and think, oh, I want this massive meal. And if you have a little bit less, you can always save a bit for later if you really, really need it. But to have a little bit less, and I was quite surprised that I was, satisfied with what I had.
Absolutely.
And felt quite full. And if you sit there, eat your meal, and make sure you have a glass of drink as well, you kind of, because your body doesn't know if you're hungry or thirsty often. So having a glass of drink, water or squash or something, and eating your meal, you'll find that you're quite full up from having it. So
absolutely. Well, we did that with the steaks as well last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
We
Really
bought
nice.
4 steaks.
Yeah.
We cooked them all off. We were like, oh, we'll have one each now, and then if we're hungry later, we can have one later.
Yeah.
We had it the next day because I was absolutely full.
That's it.
But that's just a downsizing of tummies, I think.
But I said that we have to sort of,
Ooh.
from people that, for ourselves, like I say, in the past would have eaten big amounts of food, just trying and having slightly smaller meals, I think really helped us.
Yeah. Slimming World Vegan, you can buy the pre-owned Slimming World books on Vinted too. That's another good idea.
Yeah.
You love a lentil curry.
Yeah.
It was really good, Slimming World Vegan.
Yeah.
It was really good. When you squint, the font on my Aussie top looks like oven chips.
Yeah, I can see that actually. Maybe cheesy chips, that would be nice.
Okay. Debbie's World says, don't buy any books without asking me. I can send old books. Okay, my darling. Ed, you've walked 10,000 steps today, and a couple of days ago you did 14,000 steps for the first time in years. Amazing. Well done, Ed. That is absolutely amazing. What's the name of the old Slimming World recipe book for the lovely curry? It is, Slimming World's 50 Golden Grapes.
Do you want me to get it?
Yeah, you can do. It came out for their 50th anniversary, and I think is it 60 years now? It's been 55, hasn't it? Oh, that's nice. That fan's in a perfect position now. You should walk, but you're being lazy. But summer's over and you've got to go back to work on Thursday. Wow. Kimberly, doesn't summer break go fast for you? You plan on walking right after you finish the school bus? Absolutely, my darling. Send them to Alabama, says Kimberly down south. Yeah, Kimberly down south. Debbie, she's doing the Slimming World plan from home without the Slimming World. She's got the app. She hasn't got the group. Well, arguably, that's a good thing at the moment, but you know what I mean? Let's not go there. But she hasn't got the group. But she also hasn't got, not every product is on the scanner because a lot of them are American. So this is the 50 Golden Grapes book that I'm holding up. It came out in
it's not a bad book, is it?
2019, so it's 6 years old now.
It's a really good
unless
book.
it's me, in which case, if you ask it on the internet when it was born this year.
I think
currently.
we've done a few recipes out of that one now.
Yeah, so it's the 50 Golden... I think we did.
Oh, we did a curry out of there as well.
The 50 Golden Grapes book. And as I say, it is 6 years old now, so it has slightly gone over. Hashtag on it is SW Golden Recipes, if that's a thing. I think this was member submitted, if I remember rightly.
Is that the one that... I can't remember if that was the one that had the Norwegian burgers in it.
I don't remember off the top of my head, but I honestly don't remember.
I just saw a burger. It might... No, is that...
No, hang on. I will have a look. Norwegian burgers.
I do like a burger.
No, it hasn't. Nope, not in there. So then, anyway, that's the food that we've had this week. Do please feel share. Listen, if you're on our Facebook group, do please share your pictures, any of your food recipes. Luke John now. I keep saying Luke John Food because that's what he was on here as. But Luke John has been posting the most amazing pictures. Again, delicious looking food from his cafe. He runs a cafe.
We should go.
We should. We really, really should. He's actually further north than us. I thought he was further south. I don't know geography. I don't know I don't know anything about the formation of rocks. That's a geology joke there. That was a good geology joke, wasn't it?
That was really good.
Everybody laughed at home. Everybody's watching this. Now they can't even hear what we're saying because they're laughing so much about the formation of rocks being geography. Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
I've made myself giggle.
Yeah.
It's from 2018.
Just nod,
is it?
Yes.
It says 2019 in here. Oh well, whichever one.
I see another burger. Look.
No, it says 2019, my darling. Yeah, these are, I don't know what these are. There's some skinny burgers. Anyway, go and have a look. Would sharing pictures of the recipes and sharing these work, if done privately, copyright and all, that's definitely possible. If you go for that recipe, it's on our Facebook page. So the video is there. So yeah, go and do that.
Thing is though, like I say, if we've got your details, like email or whatever, we could always send her some of the pictures, like the recipe things.
No, we can't.
Can we not?
No, that'll get us into trouble with Slimming World.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yep. Because it's copyrighted. You can't do that. It's a bit
you can't take a photo and send it to a friend.
No, it's copyrighted. No, you'll get into trouble. Especially saying you're going to do that on the internet, you'll get into trouble. You can't. It's copyright. What? Yeah. That's why. Do you know what So, for anyone that's doing that, bear in mind,
you're not selling it.
It doesn't matter whether you sell it or not. A load of people got into trouble for photocopying things like Harry Potter. Universities.
We don't like Harry Potter anyway.
No, but that's fine. Take as much money from her as you like.
Yeah,
but anyway, lots of universities have got into trouble for photocopying some chunks out of textbooks and making it available to poorer students who couldn't afford to pay out £60 for a textbook for this coming year that they could have bought the previous edition from the previous year for £30.
I'll get in trouble then because I've been to group, seen like when they pass around a new book and go, in case anyone's interested in buying it.
Don't admit to anything here. Shut up right now.
I've looked at them.
Stop. I am muted. You are muted. I am serious. Serious. You cannot admit to taking pictures of Slimming World books and recipes, even the ones that they pass round at group.
I said I look at them and go, that's a good recipe.
Yes. Honestly, it is copyright. You will get into so much trouble, especially online, especially with us currently going, Slimming World, well, seriously, you can't.
We like Slimming World.
You all can do it at your own if that is what you wish to do and share. But the recipe is up online, and it does tell you up online what all of the things are and what's all in them. So that's about as close as we can get.
They put it all separate. All the things.
It does say, for this recipe you will need, and it does list it all. Anyway. Right, let's have a look. Ed, the geology joke was proper rocking.
Yeah.
Rock.
Yeah.
Rock.
We're definitely rocking.
That was rock music. You pulled out some of your red and green pot hardbacks. Yes, we've still got some of those, and they're a bit weird. It's good to try new recipes. Absolutely. What?
Oh no.
We did. We got a couple in there.
Red and green.
We're going to try and follow a Slimming World red or was it blue? Green, red or green day
vegetable
plan.
The vegetable choices, or so it just depends whether you would have to weigh your carbs and stuff and have your meat, or the other way around.
Yes. Look at this. Everybody's saying, "Zip it, Rufus." Shh, police are coming.
I know, right?
Luckily, he didn't actually say anything. It was fine. We have hang on. Yeah. For legal purposes, Rufus and I would just like to state we have never taken a photo of any recipe shared at group or a photocopy of any recipe shared at group and used it for our own means so as we didn't need to buy the book that week. We've never done that, Slimming World. We have purchased all your books fair and square from the consultant. Thank you very much.
We didn't. We got countdowns and then got the books for free.
And this one here that says group copy, this was actually given to us by a retiring consultant. Thank you very much. Yeah. But we did also pay her for it or something like that. And on that note, shall we move on?
No, I was going to say something that if anybody buys the older books, some of the sin values in them may not be the same, so I would always double check the ingredient list to make sure, because we found that, especially like when we did baked apples, and I think one other recipe that we did out of one of the books, that if it's a very old book, that some of the sin values can change.
Oh yeah,
so double check.
One of the recipes we did, the baked apple, with the mincemeat.
It was
on one recipe. It said it was sinned, and on the other one said it was your healthy extra beef.
Yep. So one baked apple and one tablespoon of mincemeat.
Yeah.
Is your healthy extra,
and it was on the app that said it was a healthy extra beef. So because.
Did it say like 4 sins or something like that in the book or something?
Just before we move on to your topic, I've got to say, oh my God, I have learnt something this week that in 9 years, well, I think the app's been around for all those years, isn't it? For 9 years, I did not know. And it was Bean Feast 57. Shell, you shared something on your video this week.
You did. Yes.
About,
I remember.
What's it called?
The website,
Helpline Online, Healthline, whatever it's called, the online page, the website.
I didn't know. We thought it was just about the app.
Yeah, there is a page on there that you can go on and find all of this month's sin changes, brand new healthy extra options. Yeah, whether something's gone up in a sin, down a sin, whatever it's gone,
or whether something was a free item and is no longer a free item.
Yeah, or vice versa. Something is now free because of a change in recipes. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. Absolutely. We didn't know that.
Yeah, because sometimes things are like taken off, like there would have been a free item, and then like say...
Or like Muller Light with that sin change.
Like I said, we saw some loaves of bread that you can get here that used to be part of your healthy extra B and no longer part of your healthy extra B.
Absolutely. It was absolutely... I didn't know that existed, so thank you very much. Bean Feast 57, Shal. It's her most recent video, everyone, so go and watch it because she tells you where it is. Yeah. I can't remember where it is. I was looking for it. I had to go back and rewatch it about 3 times because my ADHD means I get very distracted. So every time I clicked on it, I was going, oh, look at this. I didn't know that was on the page. Oh, look, there's a whole thing on the website.
I do think they're like letter-shaped chips. Yeah, you're right.
You're back to talking about my Ozzy Osbourne t-shirt, aren't you?
Yeah.
Thank you. I am now going to refer to this as the Ozzy Osbourne oven chip t-shirt.
It is, yes.
I'm wearing my oven chips.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rufus.
Yeah.
Corned beef hash. Oh, I miss it when corned beef hash used to be a healthy extra. I never understood why, because it was tons of fat.
It was free food. Yeah.
But why? Because it was tons of fat in it. Yeah. It's always had tons of fat in it.
You can get...
That's that white jelly stuff.
But you can get lean corned beef. I think there are sins in it, but you can get lean corned beef, not just your everyday, whatever tin you get on the shelf. It will say lean corned beef. I think they did it in, is it Asda? I think it was Asda or somewhere
they might have done at one point. I don't know if they still do. It's a bit like the spaghetti squash.
Yeah. If anyone knows, like I say, there are some healthier choices of corned beef.
So then, shall we talk about Rufus's topic of... We didn't mention chips, oven chips. Or, why... I don't even know. Oven chips were rubbish. Not Slimming World, where was it we go? Lidl's.
We used to put them in the microwaves, those ones in the boxes and stuff.
Oh, I hated those. They were disgusting. Lidl's did an amazing...
not anymore.
Low fat, fat free, or whatever it was, wasn't it? Chips, oven chips, like normal chips you get from the freezer, bung them in.
Used to be really nice.
That were just like the Slimming World ones, except nicer. They had, was it like half a sin for whatever amount?
Do you think they might have got in trouble
really nice.
for it? Who knows?
Possibly. It could have been one of those things like when Asda brought their weight loss range out that was too similar to... Yeah. Princess's tin corned beef. Thank you, Christine. You can still get one there. But yes, what was I saying? I was saying something else before that. I got distracted by chips. Anyway, doesn't matter. That's what I was going to say. Air fried chips are by far my favourite now. But your tip of either boiling the chips, steaming the chips, or microwaving the chips before you put them in the air fryer, game changer.
5 minutes in the microwave and then just pop them in, and they just obviously the microwave cooks from the inside out, and the air fryer
and
does
the outside goes crunchy. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I said this topic this week is partly something that also you want to help talk about.
Yeah. Just before you do, Michelle reminds you of the Porky Lights Slimming World sausage saga. Oh my God, the drama of that.
I know.
Can you remember that drama? Oh my God, the drama. All of the Slimming World channels on YouTube, that's all we were talking about, because you'd go to group and everybody would be going, and we didn't really eat a lot of sausages, did we? No. So they were like, oh, Porky.
Check those out, and then it was like, oh.
But then, because again, if there's a lot of people talking at group, I struggle to hear. So didn't we pick up some Porky Whites, because that's what the packet was called? That was the brand, and then Porky Lights were their Slimming World friendly ones. And I was like, these are like 20 odd sins. What are they talking about being sin free? I don't understand. And I was like, I don't get this. That's not right. That's not that. But
and
anyway.
Then they put sins on them.
And then they put sins on them, and then they brought out their own sausages, and then that was it. Anyway, right, Rufus's topic of the week. Topic of the week.
Which is...
Rufus!
Which is how, if you've not had the best result on plan, like say when you get weighed, how do you move on and sort of look forward to the next week and be really motivated and positive for the next week
if you didn't get the support in group?
Yeah,
because I know we'll cover exactly what happened at the weigh-in in a second, but I ended up getting on the scales and getting quite shocked at the result, because I expected one thing. I'm not gonna I got on the scales. Anyway. I ended up with a maintain. No, not a big problem, but for the week I had, I didn't deserve a maintain. So luckily,
you ate less
these
than
days,
me. So
these days, my brain goes, okay, what did you do this last month? Oh, well, last month I lost 11.5 pounds in July. Okay, well then obviously your body's either having a pause, having a rest, or it could be one of 101 other things. You know you've eaten 100% on plan. Yeah. You know you've had 5 sins around and very low speedy snacks and all of this stuff. You know what you've done, Lisa. You know, hand on heart, you've weighed and measured, you've done everything you should. Therefore, don't panic, don't worry. It's nothing you've done. Just keep plodding on. It will either show up next week or the week after. Eventually, it will all balance out, and the result will come in. And I said to you last night, didn't I? I said, you know what? This is when really the change is. We now walk the walk as well as talking the talk, because we've always said that. We've always said, oh, if you have a maintain, don't worry. It will. This time around, as the diet plans clicked, as the healthy eating lifestyle change has happened, we now believe that 100%.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I know it will come off next week. I'm not worried about that. So for us, it would have been nice to have made the point at group that actually I've done everything as I was supposed to, because there was a whole discussion about SP, wasn't there? And everyone's saying, oh, we lost weight, I did this. Do 2 SP days and you're going to lose 4 pounds. Well, I was like, we didn't get a chance to speak because it was too loud.
But I said, and as well, at the end of the session, then you're not feeling like the support that you might have had when there was individual check-ins. Now there's not.
No.
You didn't feel, you just kind of felt like you'd just been left to it. And
because I wanted to mention to the group that we did SP days and both times, SP weeks, and both times we've gained weight. Which is just the way our bodies work. And I wanted to point out, not for us but for all the other members, do you know what? Sometimes you can do 100% right. You can do an SP week and do everything you're supposed to, and your body doesn't know you're doing an SP week, and you might have a bit more water, have a bit of a hormone thing, have a bit of a gastro thing. You might not have a big poo. You might have had too much of a poo the week before.
You might have been doing exercise and just retaining water.
Exactly. Or maybe it was a hot week and you drank too much. Or maybe it was a hot week and you didn't drink enough. There's so many reasons. And I tried to say that and didn't get an opportunity. And then when we did the weigh-in bit, right at the very end, she said, if you haven't had the week that you were expecting, raise your, speak up now. Head down looking at the tablet. I did have my hand raised. And then she was like, right, okay, Slimmer of the Week now was so-and-so, and now we're doing the raffle. And it was moved straight on. So I was like, okay, whatever. But we now, through having all of you on the channel, through even before we were doing the live streams, just by checking in, this time around the plan has clicked. So I'm not about to let that affect me.
But I said I don't see with the way things are that, you know, that if for any reason you really need the support, I don't feel that the group
is the place anymore.
Is the place where you're going to get that extra support, unless they change how they do the check-in and all of that business, you know, the image therapy. If they don't change it, then the only place we get support is here, on coming in on online and checking in with everybody else, and giving tips and other things on here to help other people, kind of, and help out. It helps us as well, so that's like something we really look forward to.
Hi Kylie. Byron the vegan loser is a known sausage eater. I know. Linda McCartney sausages all round. I'm not commenting.
We like Linda McCartney sausages.
We do. So yeah, it was one of those. It was one of those things. I do agree. There are a lot of emotions attached to those scales. My reaction was purely and simply because my goal was £3. That's what I wanted. That's what I was aiming for. So all week, as I'm eating, I am making those super healthy decisions. I am, as our previous consultant Brenda used to say, we're tightening the corset a little bit more. So I was going, okay, for my yogurt, instead of having 2 spoons of my options hot chocolate in it, which I love, and a bit of sweetener, I'll just put a little bit of sweetener in and a bit of my skinny syrup. That'll be my flavouring. Doesn't quite taste the same, but I'll make that choice. Takes away 4 sins or whatever it is for my hot chocolate. I'll do this. Takes away a couple of sins there. I had 1 bag of crisps all week. Normally I have a couple. I had 1, they were my lentil crisps, so they were 3 sins. So made all of those decisions.
I ate more than you.
You did eat a lot more than me this week, and have more sins. And so for that disappointment, previously when I viewed this as a week by week diet plan,
if you're eating,
would have gone off.
Obviously not just related to Slimming World, but if you are eating less and taking less calories in, obviously you're going to lose weight.
So if the group is changing and the format has shifted, and for whatever reason, or if you're like Kimberly or somebody else and you don't have necessarily that official support network, you could be calorie counting, you could be on a Manjaro journey like Debbie, which is quite a lonely journey to go on at times. Whatever it is you're doing, how are you going to get that support if you have a week where your body plateaus, or you have a few weeks? Again, we talk about the lady at group who was £7, £8 away from target for about 6 months, could not crack it. Eventually she got it and we all cheered. There can quite often be that period of time where you need that support. How do you find it? I would say if the groups aren't necessarily for you, for everybody's, you know, different. Some people are going to love these changes, some people aren't. But if a group isn't for you, or if you haven't got a group, or if you haven't got a consultant, or you're away that week, or whatever reason, if you're doing something on your own, where do you get that support?
I said partly though, we go because, like I say, I go because I get weighed by somebody else. But I'd been thinking that if you've seen, is it the video,
the
food
whole video?
We bought a talking set of scales, and like I say, getting on them, it seemed pretty accurate, as close as it can be to when I went and got weighed in, and you know, put it down in the same spot every time, so it's in the same place that we put it previous, and I didn't have a problem with it. Like I say, it might be in the future, it may well be that or for me, I don't know about Lisa, but maybe that I would end up just getting weighed.
Someone is at the doorbell.
I don't know, it might be a delivery or something.
It's my tarot cards.
Is it?
Yeah, the Agatha all along ones are here. It's all right, I'll put them in the safe place.
That that maybe long term, we'll see what happens. That I know lots of people are on their own journeys, but even this for me feels like this is the journey for me. I'm learning that I have control of my own life, of what I do, and my, you know, obviously with my health and everything else, and the reasons why I'm doing it. Plus, I think that mostly is keeping me on track. And whether, you know, I don't get weighed at group and I actually got weighed in front of people on the internet or whatever, I said I think I would be fine with that as well.
Yeah, it's having that
You know,
accountability.
yeah,
And I think for a lot of people, losing weight is a very, very emotional journey, because none of us got to be at our biggest. I didn't get to be 25 plus stone and a size 28 going into a size 30. I didn't get to be at that point by feeling really happy with myself, living my life, enjoying my food. I got to that way because of emotional eating and loads of other stuff. You're never going to change that behavior unless you kind of, a bit like Jane talks about with 12 step, unless you open up and say, do you know what, I cannot do this on my own. I need some support. Now, whether that support is a GP with Manjaro, or whether that support is a Slimming World group or whatever, in previous years there's been ways of getting that support kind of in person. If that isn't there for everyone, go on.
I was just going to say before I forget that if you are, like, say, if anyone's interested in Manjaro, or like Debbie on Manjaro, there are loads of groups even on Facebook. Loads of them, and I follow a few of them now, and I think, like I say, the amazing losses people have had on there and sort of moving forward. But I think mixing that with healthier choices and a healthy way of eating, I think, is something really important.
It's still a really personal journey, and again, I think that having friends that you can speak to, whether they be in person, in like real life friends, or people on the internet that you trust or that you talk to, whether that be in a Facebook group, whether that be on Instagram, whether that be on Blue Sky, Twitter, whatever it is. Listen, the internet is an incredibly toxic place. I would not recommend that everybody shares their entire story on the internet. We've had our fair share of trolls over the years. Obviously, you know, being an openly trans couple and having being at our biggest at one point, we stood out. And we've had our fair share of, you know, there's a fair share of people that are blocked on the channel for making negative and very, very hateful comments. But at the end of the day, reaching out to someone is really important. And I would say, if there is nobody in your real life that is sharing your journey, find your tribe. Okay, we're here, we've got a Facebook page. I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about have a look on all of the social networks. There will be Facebook groups for every version of a weight loss, calorie counting, healthy living journey that you are on. There will be groups for people that are vegan and hiking. There will be groups for people that are, you know, cyclists and doing a low-cal diet. Whatever combination, you can find a niche. Not every group is entirely friendly and supportive. Not every group is free from its toxic members, because we are all human and a lot of us are damaged.
We watched a video on YouTube of someone recently, and they'd had a sort of a thing where they went to group and then had somebody make comments about
that was the fat lass, Leanne,
about their
another really good channel,
you know, just in general their size, or just how, you know, because some ladies might be, you know, have different size from top to their lower clothes, but just people making comments, and it's like, if you don't have something nice to say, or you don't know someone's story, don't make a comment. You know, it's just, if you wouldn't like someone saying it to you, you know, you just don't say it to other people.
No,
it's a very personal thing, isn't it?
I think, personally for me, the biggest change that this Slimming World group change has done is made me realise I am the one who lost this weight. I am the one who gained the weight. I am the one who's lost the weight.
They just gave you the tools.
The group has helped.
Yeah.
I won't lie. That group has helped. But ultimately, when I left group last week feeling low, when I left group yesterday feeling very, very angry, to be honest, and completely ignored because I didn't deserve what happened on the scales, and I just needed someone to say you didn't deserve that, and I got completely ignored. But anyway, when I left them, I made the decision not to eat the way that I used to. And that is the hardest thing, is to realise we are all grown-ass adults, and we need to hold our hands up and say, do you know what? What I put in my mouth is down to me.
So,
Rufus could decide to go and have a pizza tomorrow with chicken wings and KFC. I have a choice to go,
I don't want that.
What are you doing? Or I have a choice to go, I'm going to have that as well.
But I said, you know,
my choice.
One thing that is really difficult as well, sometimes, you know, if you live very close to your family members and you go and sort of like eat round their house, or, you know, they're like, oh, well, we're doing a meal and we're doing a, you know, something, come and, you know, eat with us. And then you find that the meal is relatively okay, but then they're like, oh, I've got this apple pie with a bit of custard. Oh, well, one little bit of this won't hurt you, you know, it's fine. Just one bit, you know, just spoil yourself. You've done so well. But yeah, it's just sometimes having to say no, and just saying, you know, either knowing that you might not be able to eat all of the choices and things that they have, but have something, and then to, you know, maybe have something before you go out so that you don't feel hungry.
Absolutely.
And feel, you know, sitting there, your belly grumbling until you get home later on, and then eat something else when you get back. But it's lots of things are challenging. It's just...
And I guess to wrap up this bit, because we've kind of tread this ground before, but I think this is really important just to say that we now have to ask for help, and a lot of us can't do that. I can't do that in group. It's too loud, too noisy. I can't go. I have to raise my hand, and if the consultant doesn't raise her head and look and realise I've got my hand up, I will get ignored. Okay, fair enough. I accept that. That's perfectly fine. In that case, I will ask for my help from somewhere else. I'm very lucky. I have an amazing partner who's following the same plan, doing it for like equally as important reasons, equally less likely to fall off, unlikely to fall off plan. Therefore, I know if I need that bit of extra support, I can go, Rufus, I really want to go and eat whatever it is, but I know that's going to trigger me. I just need to vent, or I just need to do this, or I just need to do that.
But partly now we don't buy much.
Oh yeah, we don't have any of it.
We don't buy anything much.
But that
things that we try and avoid.
But previously that wouldn't have stopped me. But now I could say to you, I really want to go and eat everything. I'm not going to. Why am I doing this? And he'll go, because you don't want to lose your foot, you don't want to lose your eyesight, blah blah blah. This is what you're doing, blah blah blah. And I go, okay, okay, I'm being silly. I'm just having a moment. When you're having that moment, that's when you need to have that support, and that's when a lot of us are going to struggle. So just, I guess what I'm saying, try and build your network around you, because again, as you said about family, if those people aren't there to support your journey, your weight loss journey, they may have their own reasons. They may be jealous of your weight loss. You may have gone from being, my mum, I can share this because all three of the sisters are dead.
Well, lots of people are feeders. They're kind of like, not like in emotional a bad way. Feeders, just like, oh, well, you know, come eat with us, come have this, come. It's only a little bit. It's only one day out of how many, you know, but that one little thing could be a trigger food for you and set you off.
Well, just to share, we will wrap up because we're going to move on to the next bit. But my mum, for her entire life, bless her, was the biggest daughter. She was the eldest. She was the biggest. She ended up she fell through a plate, what's it called? Those little greenhouse things that they used to have that were like a few panes of glass propped up at an angle that wasn't a greenhouse, a little cloche or whatever it was called, but glass. She fell through one of them when she was about 8 years old, 12 years old, sorry, ended up in hospital, nearly cut her leg off, horrendous. She had to be bedbound for months
Wow.
to stabilise because it was massive scar on her thigh. Really, really, really terrible. During that, she put a load of weight on. So she was then chubby. And my mum spent her entire life with both of her younger sisters being younger, prettier, skinnier. So my mum had all the complexes imaginable when it comes to food. As she was in her later years, my mum had other health issues. One of them, she had a brain tumour the size of your fist that got taken out. She had a stroke that got dealt with. She then through neuroplasticity, she taught herself to walk. She did hydrotherapy, taught herself to walk without a frame, without a stick, without anything. In doing so, she started losing weight. In the last few years of her life, the last few years she ended up in a nursing home, unfortunately, but before that, she lost weight because she suddenly realised she had to keep her body moving if she wanted to keep her body moving, and she lost a load of weight. And I can tell you now, I cannot express the joy in my on my mum's face and in her speech when she rang me one day, or not in her face, but you know what I mean, when she spoke to me one day and she said, do you know what, I've just spoken to my aunt. She's told me now that she's put a bit of weight on. She told me her weight. I'm skinnier than both of them. And my mum, oh my God, it was the biggest achievement in her life that both of her younger sisters were then larger than her. Obviously, they both had health issues going on as well, and my mum wasn't wishing ill health on anyone, but it was just that moment. And this was only probably not long, well, maybe like 15 years ago, because it wasn't that long before she got ill with dementia. But that moment for her was a reflection of how she felt her entire life having those two sisters. And so I could just imagine if the other two aunts had been at Slimming World and mum had been there, I'm just imagining how that dynamic would work and how much, do you know what I mean? Like being at a Sunday dinner where mums goes, oh, no thank you, I won't have anything else. I'm watching my figure, and having both sisters kind of look over. Just all of that. Do you know what I mean? There is a lot that happens in families, in friendship circles, about food and size and body types. There's a lot that happens, and it's more than just whether or not your consultant is in a good mood that day or sees you or doesn't. It really is. You need to find that support, and again, as adults, we need to recognise that sometimes that support isn't always going to come from the places we would hope it comes from. I think I've ranted a bit there, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. I say sometimes you just have to be strong and just, set your goals and things that you will allow yourself to have or not, and just stick to it. Try and stick to it as best you can. So I say for me, one thing that, like I say, just wrapping this one up, but one thing for me is whatever I put on my dinner plate, I will finish. So if I put slightly less on my plate and not overfill it, I know I'm going to finish it all, but if I put more, I will still finish it. So putting slightly less and watching portion sizes and stuff like that, I think is even something I've learned. And I can always put a little Tupperware pot in, with a little bit left over in the fridge for, either later or, the next day or whatever. But it's just, like I say, I think over this 9 years of back and forward of Slimming World, I think, like I say, it's taught us a lot. Yeah.
Angela, your consultant was on holiday. You had a gain. Yeah, you talked to a couple of the members of the class, went home and had a binge, then commented on the channel, and we both moved you forward. Oh, thank you, my darling. Slimming World vegan, sometimes without someone saying that to you at group, you would end up listening to your negative self-talk. Again, why? Right, serious question.
Like that though as well, haven't you, with it?
Serious question. Why do we believe when a consultant or an expert says, don't worry, you can do this, just keep going, get back on track, you are worth this, you've got this? Why do we believe that when someone else says it and not when we say it ourselves?
Yeah. But I said one week we came home after going to group, and you were so stressed from just that one of the experiences of sort of like image therapy, and then getting home, and just the whole image therapy part was enough for you to go, oh, why the hell am I doing this? Why am I bothering?
I did.
And
I had 23 sins that day.
Yeah,
But I counted every sin. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Do you want to just pause that microphone a second just while I pour this? Sorry, I know. Sorry, I just need to pour my coffee. I don't want anyone triggered by sound like I'm having a wee or when anyone's having a wee.
But just from like an experience you can have can be, the result you have from that, sort of like the after sort of coming away from group, can be enough just to go, oh, sod it.
It can do.
And like I say, this is the person that you have to live with every day, your inner thoughts, your everything.
Your negative self-talk.
Yep.
But again,
we all have it.
I managed that night to go 23 sins. That's 8 over my daily allowance. I normally have like 10 a day maximum. So that's nothing. Not going to worry about it. The next day, 100% back on plan. Came in last week with, what did I lose? £2 last week or whatever it was.
Well, I said I don't have many wobbles, but I do have times where I've said to you, oh, my head's telling me, go and get some of that. Go and... And sometimes I have to say no to myself.
Yeah.
And so don't want it. I'm not listening to you. Right. Like as if I'm going crazy. Not listening to you. No, you're not having that. We're not doing that. We are doing this.
Yeah.
And that is it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sounds crazy, but yeah.
Karen Fraser says that when you haven't had the loss you expected, you feel disappointed.
Yeah.
But with the old style, you felt like you left motivated, but not now. Yeah. Thank you. I'm going to skip through a couple.
But I said
Alan Campbell, a new person. Good evening, Alan. Go on.
I was just going to say, this is why we spoke to somebody today on the phone at Slimming World and said that when I come away the last 3 weeks, if I relied on my image therapy to make me motivated, I said, it's just not been there. I've not felt it in 3 weeks. I said, it's a good job I don't rely on that to get my losses. I said, otherwise I would be screwed, literally.
Yeah, it's difficult at times, isn't it? It is difficult.
Can be.
Alan, hang on, I just lost your comment. There we go. 100% correct. Just keep going. You had a week fully on plan last week and gained £8.
Wow.
That's it. It's just a thing, isn't it?
It's difficult, isn't it?
At the end of the day, it is unfortunately just a thing that happens, and nobody can tell us why our bodies do that. Sometimes it could be because of excess water, excess something. It could be all down to 150. I can't make this blooming box get resized. It could be 150 other things. We've got no idea. None of us are experts. And to be honest, neither are the consultants. So they will do their best. But again, if the plan hasn't worked fully that week, just keep going. Alan does say, I know you can't see it on the screen there, Rufus, but you lost £2.5 this week doing the same thing. Your consultant was straight over asking if you're okay. I've had weeks like that.
Yeah.
Lost £10 one week, gained £4 the next.
I said
the week before, gained £0.5.
Partly, I said due to some medication that you were on, which was affecting just your balance of your body. Of like, it was stopping you losing weight.
It was.
So yeah.
And the thing is, quite often we don't necessarily know because we can't look at.
No.
Why is that not resizing? We can't look in our bodies to see what is happening, and so because of that, you don't know the reason that something has changed, and we literally don't know. So when you step on those scales, if you've done everything according to the book and you've literally done everything that you should be doing, and you've had a gain, that's when you're going to feel, oh my God, what is the point? What am I doing this for? But that is also the point where you need to just go, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Your body has been nourished this week. You've had some amazingly healthy food. You've made all these healthier options. If it takes your body a little time to process that healthier food, because maybe, as we all know, if you eat a high fiber diet, your movements are going to change.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Everything's going to go through at a different speed. If you go and have a dirty kebab, that will go straight through you. There is a reason our bodies react differently to different food. We might not understand it, we might not realise it day to day, but
I said, like you were saying,
it
is
happens.
it that before you go get weighed, like say on the same day every week, your body doesn't tell, your body doesn't realise, oh right, well we're going to get weighed in like later on today, so I'll make sure I have a poo and whatever. Your body doesn't know all these things. I said, so it's just, and sometimes, like I say, even for me, I've had to have a lot more high fibre type things to get my body, kind of working better. And you've got to make sure you drink lots of water as well. They always tell you make sure you drink loads of water, because that'll help your body function well.
Kimberly says, thank you everybody. I'm trying not to skip over messages, but the people on this chat are supportive, absolutely. Angela Brown comes to us for support. She doesn't attend a group. This is it. This is the thing. If you do leave Slimming World on face-to-face group, you can swap to an online membership, which is what I'm considering, because then I will have that app. So that is something I am looking at. Kimberly asked about the format. Will a consultant get into trouble for incorporating the old ways? According to head office on the phone today, no. If there is time and people still want to talk, she said they can do. It does feel though as if we are being encouraged to be the ones to raise our hands, and that isn't something which, if it's a noisy group, is going to be able to happen.
We do know that
there you go, online
we do know that, like I say, other people have commented on here before saying that their consultant, I can't remember who said it, but their consultant does a mixture of kind of like the new format and check-ins as well. So like I say, I think it is down to partly, like I say, the times of the image therapy, like the amount of time that you get has changed. So obviously if it's a big group, you might not get time to kind of do both, but maybe smaller groups might. But yeah, like I say, if you're a big group of over 40 members in that one session, I think, like I say, they only get a limited time.
I did not notice that. I did not notice. The banner has a spelling mistake. Verena June Bodell says there's a spelling mistake on the banner. Experiences has an E missing. I am going to have to double check that now.
Yeah, there is.
Hang on.
To see whether
it's on the mugs.
Oh.
Is it on there? Oh yeah, it's on everything. My ADHD brain, I would not have seen that. That is very, very funny. Thank you for that.
You do know now she's going to buy them all over again now.
Of course, I have to. The online membership is through the website.
Could you imagine getting one of those magnet ones you put on the car and exactly the same, and everyone goes past, goes, look, there's an E missing.
Worse than that, could you imagine getting the car wrapped and having it on it? Because that's then A, very expensive, and B, kind of almost permanent. This is why.
Someone get me out of here. Help.
Shut up. This is why I need normally to do the design, come back and then do it again. That is going to be everywhere that logo is. I'm going to have to absolutely change that everywhere.
Oh my God, someone save me.
I know, right? Totally agree about portion sizes. You still have to portion out on MJ Manjaro. Otherwise, you eat whatever's in front of you. Yep, that is a thing. Again, we were all taught, weren't we?
But
finish your plates. Finish your plates.
It is just like I say, it's just teaching yourself and just going through everything and just making little changes here and there as you go along. And then you find that you make slight little changes can make a massive difference to how you got on that week.
Yep.
Or, what you see on the scale every week.
Yep.
And like I say, I've had to learn that as well.
Yeah, it does. It makes a difference as we go through.
No, I'm not, like I say, not saying obviously we're amazing, but nobody going to a group and getting weighed has not taught me that.
No.
This is all things that we've done at home.
And just listening to our bodies, and I mean, as we've talked about in the past, we kind of intermittent fast.
We do.
We don't eat till about normally 8 o'clock at night. Just that's when we actually have our evening meal.
I
We
said-
don't eat breakfast or lunch. Partly we're a bit nocturnal,
But partly, if the busier parts of the day, I used to feel so heavy on my body that if I went, okay, right now, I don't really have breakfast early in the morning, so I have that late in the evening. But if I got up and then had lunch and then, right, my dinner at 5, 6 o'clock, and then, you know, if I want a bowl of fruit later on or whatever, if I did that, I'd just feel so sluggish, and I feel so much better that I get up, apart from obviously drinking a lot of liquid during the day, I don't feel so heavy and bloated. And when I stop at later in the day, when you're nearly at the point of resting and then eat, I can just relax at that point, and then I haven't got to worry about keep getting up and go and do things.
True.
So that's why generally that's why we do that, and our bodies have got used to that now.
Yeah, and because at the beginning I couldn't, could I?
No.
And partly again because I was on such a odd combination of diabetic medication. If I didn't eat something during the day, I would feel absolutely ravenous, low sugar, everything, because I was on all the wrong meds. And I just put it down to, it's my diabetes, I need to eat something. No, it's all the wrong meds. Once that had been shifted and my diabetes was completely controlled, I don't have that spike in blood sugar. Therefore, I don't get that drop in blood sugar that makes me want to eat.
Yeah.
So my blood sugars now are very, very, very controlled, which is amazing. Since that change, my weight loss has happened. As I say, since being on it since October and having lost 4.5 of my 5.5 stone since January, you can see that difference.
But you'd struggled for the last few years. At least the last few years.
Yeah.
And then obviously that's one of the reasons we came off before, because of plan, because
it was too
you
much.
were being told, you must be doing something. And obviously if
wasn't.
there are medical reasons, like I say, and you're not getting the results, then maybe, like I say, it could be a doctor's appointment and try get yourself checked out.
Get all your bloods
yourself
tested.
an MOT and all of that. And
I said this to somebody on Facebook today. Get your bloods tested, get your medical
And see if
GPs,
there's
check
anything
everything
going
before
on.
you do out else, because you need to make sure that that's all good before you start a diet plan. There is a reason why they tell you to do that. And Slimming World isn't a diet plan. If you work it properly, it absolutely is a lifestyle change. But you're doing it because you want to lose weight, which is quote unquote dieting. But our diets, our food that we intake, is now what everybody suggests.
Yeah.
Healthy fruit and vegetables, a relatively small amount of carbs, relatively small amount of meat, vegetable protein added in.
What did you find
Keep
out
going,
as well?
yum, yum, yum.
You said about when you was talking about Margaret before, the founder of Slimming World.
Yeah.
You were saying about in some of the information that you read, it was about that, or was it it might have been in our Slimming World packs in the front of there or something. It says something about that the meals that you get are...
No, it was Jane. Jane said about this. The Slimming World meals you buy...
Book, did she?
Yeah. We bought Margaret's autobiography. Hopefully it will be through soon. Still waiting on it. But Jane did it. Jane Day. Go and check out Jane Day's channel. She is the goddess of online Slimming World. She's amazing. Everybody who's ever watched one of her videos all agrees. She's just amazing. Anyway, all bow down to the almighty Jane. Jane, I know, right? We would call it Jane's Plan, but there's actually a slimming thing called
Jane
that.
Plan,
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Is that meals or something?
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
just microwave meals. Yeah.
Jane did a video and she mentioned going through Margaret's autobiography, and there's a bit in there where they talk about the ready meals that were being brought out and how they're designed for you to put a bowl of speed or
vegetables
speed veg with it. That's what they're designed for. Because we've always said, why is there no speed veg with these meals?
But at the moment, some of them are like £4.50 for one. Like I say, unless you get them on like buying two and get a bit of money off, you've still then buy that meal, just frozen meal, and you've still got to put veggies and stuff with as well. So, but then also some of the recipes out of our books, you find some of those don't have loads of veg in it. In some of them, there's virtually...
We will get to Tuesday very soon. I just want to talk about a couple of people talking about portion sizes. Kimberly says, portion size does matter. Angela says you need to put less on your plate. Also, not to beat yourself up with the all or nothing attitude you sometimes have. One of the things here, Slimming World will say there is lots of eat as unlimited amount of free food. I personally disagree with that. You should eat your free food until you are full, not stuff your face with it.
Yeah.
I was very guilty of stuffing my face with free food.
Yeah.
Can I wolf down another 3 potatoes, another 4 spoons of rice? Can I get that? I am now feeling quite full. I'm going to have that other potato because I've always had big plates of food because, let's admit it, I've always been a bit of a fat cow. So because of that, I've always had, and at my worst, just had a takeaway, got another takeaway coming, ordered one for later. Let's be honest about it. Never ever been good with food until this last 10 months. So I got used to having huge amounts of food. So when I changed to Slimming World previously, it was a case of, I can still eat unlimited free food, say the consultants.
For people that, have a really bad relationship with food in that way of eating a lot.
That's not good.
It's not. Because then you think, that's why now I try and, when I dish food up, to try and just put a small amount, what I would think is a good amount, and put some in a little Tupperware and put it in the fridge.
That's what we do.
And
So the one thing I would say though, unlimited speed food, probably, absolutely. You wanna fill yourself up and go and get 4 heads of broccoli. Put those in the steamer, chop them up, little bit of salt on it, bit of black pepper on it, and you want to fill your stomach with 4 heads of broccoli. Go ahead. And very minimal calories, very filling. You are going to process all that food, tons of fibre. Go for it.
And that's why.
That is what they should be saying.
That's why those food are speed food, because they've got very low calories.
That is why they should be saying. But that isn't presentable or marketable, let's be honest. Saying to someone, eat more salad.
Just like we every day,
no one's going to buy that plan.
Every day as a treat, we'll have like a proper dessert bowl of fruit chopped up. So yes, there's so many like fruits and stuff that you can have which are free on plan, but I usually just go for things like any of the melons. Don't really eat grapes. We go for berries and stuff like that. We're all speed. Occasionally we might have a bit of mango or a little bit of pineapple, but I normally get frozen bags of those and put them in the freezer.
And these days it's a bit sweet.
But we can also then maybe put a couple of bits on our fruit bowl. But the majority of our fruit bowls are speed fruit.
Debbie's World, are the new scales smart scales? I didn't even think. No, they're just standard talking ones.
Just talking scales.
The next ones we buy will have to get some smart scales. They're linked to your phone or something.
I know, right? Tell you like what the percentage of your body fat is.
I still don't understand. Holland, who was on the channel, said about it. It's something to do with putting electric pulses through your body and judging how it goes through.
It'll tell you if you're dehydrated or how much water your body's holding and how much percentage of fat your body has and stuff like that.
No thank you. No thank you. If you're going to put electric current through my body, can you please attach it to the 2 bolts I've got on the side of my neck, just hidden under my hair? Thank you. That's how we do it.
Karen says about a response. I said we've probably got to wait to hear back anyway.
I've got to send them an email with some screenshots. Absolutely. Some weeks you've stayed on plan, your body hasn't caught up 100%. Trust the process 100%. We do on the Facebook page. That's what I was going to say. On the Facebook page, Sunday, I put a roundup on of everybody's weight loss videos. It hasn't gone on. I spent to be honest, I started doing it on the loo, and then when my legs went numb, I finished it in the lounge because I was just, how I get when. Worst thing possible.
Now everyone has got an image of Lisa sitting on the toilet with her legs gone numb.
Worst thing possible for an ADHDer is to take the phone to the loo because you sit to have a wee and you go, I'll just do this.
I wonder why I'll go. I'm like, I need to go to the loo in a minute.
Yep.
Lisa's been in there half an hour.
Yep. I got numb legs. It was taking me so long. I got everybody's videos, put them all on a Facebook.
Now everyone knows what you do on the toilet.
They do. I posted it. It's not gone up, has it? I don't know where I've sent it to somewhere.
Not to me, you ready?
I know. I don't know where I sent it. I will redo it. I was looking today to go, I just want to refer back to so-and-so's video. And I was like, where's it on the page? Where's it on the page? So I put it on a page. I bet I put it on one of my witchy pages and everyone's going, What's all these Slimming World people and these
said,
calorie people? What's that about?
What I made this week, chip spice.
Oh, you did, yes.
Chip spice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Do my
absolutely.
own chip spice.
Okay, Angela, have a lovely week. Angela's had to go. Have a lovely week. Luke, John, good evening to you, my darling. You'll catch up just finishing a 14-hour shift. Oh, my God. How
that's
do
a
you
long
do
day.
it? Keep the spelling. It's mint. It's real life. I know, right? That's funny.
It is.
Just ask some weight loss. Nothing is perfect. I know. Can you buy one of the OG Spellings piece of merch? Link on the Facebook.
It is what it is. It's experiences.
I've got some badges.
I said it's experiences.
Experiences.
Not experiences.
We are sharing our
experiences.
experiences. Oh, that's so funny. Experiences. It would just give you a southern accent. Oh, you're so funny.
Lisa's experience.
Does it? There's a new video on the app this week about what to expect in a meeting as a new member. In the FAQs, it still says an hour for the meetings. Does it? I did not know that.
Once the weightings and all of that are done, you literally have 30 minutes. So
They said 30 to 40 minutes now.
But they started. Did they? It was less. Well, I'm sure this week it might have been very near, but it was literally half an hour.
It was half an hour.
And then it was 10 past 5.
Yeah.
When she was like, okay, well that's it then.
Slim of the week and Ruffle. It was exactly half an hour.
And then there would have been nearly 20
minutes
minutes before the next lot come in.
Yeah.
So.
Anyhow, we're going to be here every week. Everybody in the chat is sharing all of your support to each other, which is just the most amazing thing. This is exactly what I wanted. When we were talking about we're going to change our weigh-in format, the format of Wednesdays, from just being hi, we've weighed in, to actually being a bit more, look, please come in. If we can help in any way, please come and ask us. We're not experts, we're not consultants, we are just two fatties who are losers, aren't we?
We are.
And listen, this may well be the very last time that we do Slimming World.
It could be.
It may well be that we fall off plan in a bit in the future and gain some weight back like I've done in the past. I intend staying on.
Yep.
I intend getting to my target and staying there. That is what I absolutely intend. 100%.
I won't be falling off.
I won't be falling. Well, we can't.
Nope.
I don't want to lose my eyesight. I don't want to lose my foot. That's what my future is if I fall off plan again.
That's it.
I can't do that. Whether or not we stick with going to a group, or we go to online membership, or we do, I don't know. I can't do calorie counting because my head don't work that way. But this plan is working.
Oh yeah.
It really, really is. Honest, like hands down. Honest to all the gods old in you,
said,
it's
as much
working.
as people that go to Slimming World think, oh well, I don't learn anything else from losing weight. I just follow it and that's it. You learn so much, like I say, just about yourself.
Yep.
About, like I say, as I think if people remember some of my previous check-ins here, I would have spoken about. Do you know what? I went and got weighed, and I hadn't had a motion in like a few days properly, and I think now it's actually my body has made a change that I don't regularly go a number 2 every day.
Every day.
Because now my body's got slightly less food that goes in. Very clean that food goes in.
That's the thing.
And it doesn't need to get rid of so much waste.
Absolutely. I totally agree with Byron there. You want the mug too. We'll have to see what we get. We might just do a limited round. I wasn't going to do merch, honestly. No. We're not going to do merch. It was only for us on the channel, but I might have to just send out some badges. Bean Feast 57, Shao, you're so glad to hear this tonight. Exactly what you needed after the group this week. Byron, John, hi Luke, John, just watched your hospital changes video. We'll comment tomorrow, but do what's best for you. Absolutely. Listen, I 100%, if this plan wasn't working for me now, I would be going, do you know what? I need to get a band or a bypass. 100%. Absolutely 100%. It's a tool. literally, this was my last attempt at Slimming World. If this time it hadn't clicked, and if it, luckily, it wasn't even me.
Yeah.
This is nothing to do with me now, this time. It's to do with my diabetic clinic person saying, you're on the wrong medication, you need to swap it. That was the change that allowed my Slimming World to work. Because this time, 2 years ago, I was on plan 100%. Exactly, but not losing it.
Do you remember the little person who sort of like talks inside your head would always be telling us, well, this is how many sins I've got for the day. What can I go and buy in the shop so that I can make up goodie bags so that I can eat it all? Yeah. And it was just a really, like, we've just put us over time, like I say, from start to now, we just don't do any of that anymore. No.
I don't want to spend my sins.
Nope.
That's literally where I'm at now.
We do have some low sin snacks that we have at home, but
lentil crisps.
They are
lovely,
but they are very low sin snacks. Like I say, it's someone said at our group that they wasn't at home, they was at family or someone's house and was going to eat a certain packet of crisps, and they were like, it was 9 sins for one packet of crisps. And would one packet be enough? And sometimes that is
a grab bag.
Yeah, sometimes that's the problem.
That's the thing, isn't it? You've just got to say no, or go for it and pause. Because I'm an advocate for pausing the plan if you need to.
Yeah.
If you need to pause the plan, whether it's for that night, you go, I need to pause the plan. I'm pausing it for 6 hours while I'm at Auntie Pat's. Yeah, but I'm going to pause it for 6 hours. We're going to eat the food that's there.
It's one day.
And get back on it. Exactly.
Out of so many days, and like say, if it was just one day in a blue moon, or every now and again, isn't gonna
destroy everything.
No, it's not gonna.
It's not gonna undo all your work.
A lot of damage.
It's not.
No.
But I also I know full well for Luke John did a video. He's again, I think he's lost over 10 stone at this point, isn't he? And he did a video very honestly talking about the medical options, about going for a different form of bariatric surgery. Absolutely, if that is what you need to do, if that is right for you, go for it. You will get. All of us online will support you 100%. Though I don't believe there will be a single person following any weight loss journey, whether it's calorie counting, Weight Watchers, Manjaro, Slimming World, Jane Plan, whatever, lean cuisine, whatever it might be. There is nobody out there following any of these paths that should ever say that's cheating or that's taking it easy, because it
all
isn't.
Of them are tools. They're all tools, and they're just. If your mind is constantly telling you, oh, eat this or eat that, or, just being around food is really, and you need something to really put a stop to that habit and keep repeating that cycle of repeating. If that's going to stop it, then like I say, I would have it tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If that was going to help,
do what's right for you. Absolutely. Right then, shall we go again for weigh-ins? We haven't done our weigh-in yet. So weigh-in results, everybody. If you have weighed in this week, this is your moment to share. If you've had a gain, then share it with us if you feel free to. If you've had a maintain, feel free to share it. Come on my maintain train, which I didn't really realise I was getting on at this station, but there we go. If you've had a loss, share that as well. Whatever your result is from your jumping on the scales this week, come and let us know. Are you ready to reveal everything?
Yeah.
Let's go. So then, weigh-in results. So I've already said, so I might as well go first this time round. Is that your one? There's your one.
In the book of experiences.
In the book of experiences. Yeah, we'll share our book of experiences. I maintained. I got on the scales. To be honest with you, the week I had, very low sins, very healthy snacks, 100% on plan. I came in hoping for £3 off. Aiming for £3 off. Sorry, hoping, possibly. No, we're still going to do Tuesday straight after this. Hoping for £4. That's what I hoped for. However, when I got on the scales, you can see I had a maintain. So I am still 18 stone and 7 pounds. I am 6'2", which means I am 4 stone correction, 5 stone, 4.5 pounds down. So in 43 weeks, I am still at 22.3% of my body weight I've lost, and I still have 43 pounds to go until target. That is fine. I will accept that. I have been on it 100%. I'm not panicking. I was a little disappointed yesterday when I got on the scales because I'm a human being, and I set a target for myself that I didn't reach. Apart from that, that is all I did. Everything else was on plan. It will come next week, or maybe even the week after. I'm not worrying about it. I ate super healthy meals this week. We ate tons of speed food, tons of really delicious healthy food.
And our takeaway was absolutely lovely.
Yeah, the chicken tikka masala was the most amazing recipe. We're probably going to do that every week.
I think that's one of the nicest ones that we've done.
Yeah, so I am still at 18.7, and to be honest, I did have a little bit of a clue because I did get on the scales at home, didn't I, before we weighed in, and I was like, right, that can't be right. Is me pulling an Amberlin Reed. The scales at home can't be right. The ones at Slimming World will be better. Off I go, take my shoes off, stand on the thing, and I go, I was hoping for, bum. But yes, there we go. That was my result this week. So no change, station keeping, everything good. There's 41 people in here. Have you all hit the thumbsy uppy button? Can you do the thumbsy uppy, please? Thank you very much. So then, I get the clap this week, because I did maintain, but you know what? I'm fine with that. It is what it is.
We are now focused for this week.
I was on plan. It's fine. It was on plan. I couldn't do any more. I did what I could.
You did everything you could. So
that's it. It's just not this week. So I get the clap.
But I said, even you, I said on purpose you were having less snacks and all of that. I said nearly as if, you might as well have just had no snacks the way you had very little.
They'll come off next week or the week after. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's what it is. I know what I've had. The scales don't show it. I know what I've had. Keep going. That's what we're doing. Yep. Who else have we got in the chat? Hang on. Let's have a look for the results. Where's the thing? I've lost the thing. The chat keeps moving. Wow. Do you maintained, Kimberly, and you're okay? Fantastic, my darling. That is well done for that. Well done for a maintain, and also you're okay with it. Well done again. Keep going, my darling. Hazel, we got a few on the maintain train today. Wow. This is. I don't feel so alone now. Oh, no. Hazel maintained. Well done for you, my darling. We get claps. Keep. You can't press the buttons. You're in charge of the buttons. We've got the clap button there. That's it. Press the buttons. There we go. What was that? Yeah, so Kimberly maintained. Hazel maintained. Well done for you. Julie Flynn, £0.5 on and you're gutted. £0.5 is nothing. I mean, £0.5 on is nothing. £0.5 off is amazing. £0.5, do you know what? That could be, do you know what that could be? About that much coffee. That much water. That's it. That's £0.5.
For some folk, I said it could. For some folk, it could also be Star Week. So
could be Star Week. Could be anything. It could be you didn't have a big enough poo before you got weighed.
Could be anything.
Literally, as we've been saying, you don't know why your body does the thing it does.
Nope.
Right? You could have eaten an apple that morning, and the apple's weighed in, and that apple is slowly getting digested. So because your stomach is moving its resources into digestion mode. Anyway, I'll explain that. Remind me in a minute. Remind me museum. Just say that after I say this, right? So because your stomach is going through digestion mode, it slows down the other end, if you get what I'm saying. It's a bit like an army. Your army needs to go and digest that apple. Super low calorie, super healthy. Digest. All of those little army men and women and people are going chomp. They're not going move the poo. Sometimes that is literally how our bodies operate, right? A bit simplistic, but that's kind of what happens. So it could well be that you didn't actually move enough poo down the other end because your tummy was doing that, processing. That's all £0.5 can be. Literally. That is what £0.5 could be. If other things are, if you were on plan and following a plan, whether it's calorie counting, whatever it is, and you know that you've done the things you should do to get a loss, it could just be your body is slightly out of kilter, because as Jane said, our bodies do not know when it's 4 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon for us to weigh in. Your body doesn't know that. Like, your body's just doing what it's doing. You might have had a glass of water that day, but the day before you might have had too much coffee. So that water, your body's going, I take that water, I'm going to move it to the bladder, and I'm going to try and wee that out in a minute. That water's going through that process. Because you've had coffee, it's being used in different ways. There are so many variances that our bodies do. It is so complex.
It is that you want us to go to a poop museum.
There's a museum. There's a medical museum in Leeds, right? It's called Thackeray Medical Museum.
About poop.
No, well, no, not the whole museum's not about poo, but they've got an exhibition till January all about poo. I want to go. I want to know.
To the poop museum.
Yeah, I want to go to the poop exhibition.
Yes.
Apparently you can go and hold a piece of Viking poo or something. It's not real poo now. It's like Neanderthal poo or whatever it is. It's like rock. Was poo, now is rock. Honestly, you can.
It's a fossil now.
It's fossilised poo. Yeah, literally. But there's a whole exhibition about how our bodies process food and then what happens to it when it goes in the toilet, all of that. I want to go because I know I have some gastro issues. I want to understand that. But also, in terms of Slimming World and weight loss, we all know if you're a bit bunged up, the scales reflect that. Why? Why does certain food, why does the fibre content of our food affect that in such a big way? I really want to go. So I'm going to go. You're like, all I'm hoping is that it's a 3-dimensional exhibition, not a 4-dimensional, because 3-dimensional is like physical touch. 4-dimensional is when they add in smells. No, thank you. Anyway, back to the lovely chat talking about food. So yeah, Julie, listen, honestly, my darling, I know you're gutted. Just stick with it. Whatever you're doing, just stick with it. Have a look, double check if you need to double check. Do a food diary if you need to do a food diary. If you're not going to Slimming World group, just write down everything you're eating. Double check the sins or the calories online. All of that information is out there freely now. Double check it.
Like I say, if you are cooking or you've got any of the Slimming World books that are slightly older, the sin values can change well. So just double check the ingredients that goes in it, and then you'll have an idea of how many sins it's going to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, I get that feeling, my darling. You thought you'd done well, like I had, but it will come off next week. Well, fingers crossed, my darling. I'll be right there with you next week. When I get on my scale, the Slimming World scales, I'll be thinking of you getting on yours. We'll see if we can. I ain't doing nothing different this week, though. I'm still going to have my sins. I had a bag of crisps last night.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, I had a bag of Space Raiders and a bag of, what are they called? Snacky Jack barbecue. I had 6 sins, and then I had my 4.5 sins otherwise.
Did you enjoy them?
I had 10 whole sins yesterday. I did. They were quite nice. No way in for you, Byron, this week, as you've had a difficult week and you couldn't get to group, but you're hoping for a maintain on Friday. Fingers crossed for Byron. Do check out Byron the Vegan Loser. He's also got a Slimming World channel, as has Kimberly down south.
I said before, though, we've skipped group 1 week and didn't make it, couldn't weigh in when we normally did, and then waited till the week after, but used to struggle a little bit, didn't you, with that?
Absolutely. Angela Brown, £2 off this week. Well done to you. That is a phenomenal result. How did you manage that, my darling? What plan are you following? Debbie's World, £1 off for you this week. Well done. That's amazing. That's really good. Slimming World Vegan, you're waiting for your new scales to be delivered, so you're going to weigh in then. Let us know how it goes. Ooh. That's awesome. I do like it. I am not a believer of weighing in at home every day.
Hello, it's ready.
I know, I'm not. But once a week, that's what we do. Shell, you're in that same position, my darling. You gained £1 this week and you were on plan. Again, just trust that process. We know you've got to trust that process, and we will just continue on, keep doing what we're doing. Because listen, if nothing else, think how much healthier we are.
That's it.
Right? We're not adding all that fat and muck to our bodies. Even if our bodies are just going, do you know
it's
what?
A lot cleaner food.
I'm holding on to the food this week. There's no fat, there's no sugar, there's no junk, there's no added like glucosamine 47 and B number 497431.
You're on the best sort of like varied sort of diet that you could be on.
And Shell's vegan.
Yeah.
Even healthier.
Yeah.
Even healthier.
Yeah.
Your body must love you. Your body must be a temple. I'm telling you. Absolutely. It was a bit of a spoiler. I haven't seen that one yet later either. I really haven't. You'll definitely go if it was close into you. Fascinating. Exactly. Angela's following Slimming World and you got the £2 off. Well done. That is awesome. Right then, Rufus, do you want to say how you did when you got on the scales? So you got on the scales this week. What was your target from last week?
What do you mean? What was
your goal? Yeah.
I said if I lost £2-3, I can't remember. I don't even know if I. No, that was I didn't put it in that week.
No, you wanted to get. You were 5.5 away from your 7.5 stone, and you said if you could do that in 2 weeks, you'd be really, really amazed. So you wanted 2.5, 2 3/4.
So yeah.
So that was your goal. So then,
I lost £3 this week. So, yeah.
You get a big clap. He lost £3.
So I think I had about 10 sins every day. Like I say, I haven't done anything really that different. But like I say, we've just been a little bit more careful about how much goes on our plates for dinner. And that has made a massive difference with just... Because I've still had a good amount of sins, like for snacks and bits and pieces. Still had my, my speed, all my fruits and berries and stuff. So I've had all of that. I don't feel like I've gone without anything really. I've really enjoyed everything, and I think that's the best part about Slimming World. Just the plan itself is that you don't have to go without. You can have things within reason, and just a good balance of everything. I think it's just
absolutely. Yeah. So what does that take your total weight loss to now? I
am 7 stone 5 pound now, and
in 43 weeks,
and I am
hang on.
I am
£2
away from my next award, so I'm hoping that I'll get that next week. So yeah,
that is absolutely amazing. In 43 weeks, 7 stone 4.5 pounds. Absolutely amazing. You're killing this plan. You really are. Mate. Oh, I've just seen who's won Choosy. Hang on, let me get it on screen.
It is me.
Shush. Wait till you see this. Let me put that one up there. There we are. Look at the Choosy results.
Look.
Are you ready? There is the Choosy results from the online jury.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
The Choosy results for this week, Rufus.
I am the winner.
You are, in fact, the Choosy winner. You did win the Choosy.
I am the Choosy.
That also means
God, yes.
That also means you've got to cook.
Yeah.
So I really wanted the sausage, potato, and sauerkraut. I thought that was going to win. I honestly thought that was going to be amazing.
Maybe people don't like sauerkraut as much.
I don't know. Maybe. But
we should make some sauerkraut anyway, because we've got now an empty, great big. What was the jar? We've got giant gherkin empty jars, great big jars, and great for sauerkraut and stuff like that.
Everybody's saying amazing. Rufus says Hazel. Julie Flynn says fantastic. That's so good, says Slimming World Vegan. Fantastic result, Lisa and Rufus says Shell. Congratulations to everyone else. Thank you. Well done, Angela. Angela says well done, Rufus. Well done, everyone. Absolutely well done to everybody for having a week on plan. And if you haven't had a week on plan, then again, listen. We can do this. We've got this.
Yeah.
You've got this. I've got this. We've got this. We're grown adults. We can choose healthy options and live a really healthy life and live till we're 104 and be a pain in the arse to all the young people that are coming in to wipe our bums. I cannot tell you how amazing. I intend, oh God, I'm on a rant. I intend getting to 90, 100 in my nursing home going, can you put some Ozzy Osbourne, oh dear? Play 9 Inch Nails. Back in my day.
I got a letter yesterday in the post, and my neck surgery is 8 weeks yesterday.
Yeah.
So I've got that coming up. That will be a Tuesday as well.
A Tuesday?
A Tuesday.
A Tuesday?
So yeah, that will be coming up. So I've got that soon. I think right on the end of September.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so I've got to get prepared for that. Carry on chipping away at the weight, and yeah.
Yeah. So Rufus's recipe, which was the I've just lost it again because I can't see that screen because it's too small.
Chickpea.
It was the chickpea chart.
Yeah.
Chickpea chart.
Yep.
Spiced chickpea chart from the. It was the street food book.
These
Spiced
were
chicken and potato chart.
The vegan choices that
for
we
one
had
sin.
this week.
Yep, they were both vegan this
Yep.
week. And there's a couple of comments on there. Spiced chickpea chart sounds nice, says Catherine.
There's quite a
Code
few
Deb says
vegans.
chickpeas. And then one more vote there for the potato sausage sauerkraut. Unfortunately, you did win, my darling. So that means you've got to cook, and I get the luxury of sitting on a stool and filming you.
That's all right.
I know. I don't even have to worry about it then.
No.
So then, Rufus, my love, what are this week's choosy options? Hang on, let me just take that off screen. There we go. So let's get the magic button for this week's choosy, Rufus.
I did also get, though, before we do that bit, I did get Slimmer of the Week this week as well.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
I
I completely forgot.
But yeah.
Yeah,
So-
you got Slimmer of the Week. I completely stole
all
that
right.
thunder then.
That's all right.
Slimmer of the Week again. Well done. That is amazing.
It don't faze me. It's just another bit of paper.
I know, but it was really good though.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
But yeah, so this week, do you know what? I didn't even know that we even had this book.
Eat more for less.
Yeah, I mean, how can you eat more for less? I mean, really?
Where did you see it? And you were like, "Is that a thing?" Was it?
I can eat more.
Was
for
it
less.
Back to Basics? No. Who was it? Where
I
we
don't
saw
know.
that somebody this
Eat
week.
more for less? I mean, how'd you do that?
Don't know. Somebody this week showed this recipe book, and Rufus was like,
Eat more.
"How does that work? How can you eat more for less?" And I was like, "No, I think it's like less food, money, something." But anyway, so you choose that one. What is the recipe that you have picked for people to choose this week?
I have picked. It is Korean pork and rice bowl.
Okay,
So yeah,
that looks nice.
it looks quite nice.
That looks really nice.
And
What
it
is it?
says Korean pork. So it says it's got oyster sauce in it and dark soy, which is obviously used for the meat. It says these L.O.S.E.R.S bowls are brimming with flavour and look spectacular with a sprinkling of sesame seeds adding the finishing touch. And I think it's the sesame seeds that are the sin, half a sin per serving. So as Byron loves, there is a lovely bit of red chilli in it for you. Pork fillet in there. So we've got this 1 level teaspoon of sesame seeds, which I think just go on at the very end of the recipe.
Yeah.
So we've got mange too. We've got cucumber, radish, lettuce leaves. We've got the pork fillet. Well, I think we've got some in the freezer, haven't we? Says
Well, that all looks good.
the half level teaspoon of chopped red chilies. Garlic. So yeah, looks nice.
It does look
And
really nice.
Brown
Hold that-
rice, which is really good for you as well.
Show that one again. So that is what did you say it was? Korean
The Korean
pork and rice bowl. To be fair, that does look really nice.
Yeah, it does.
Bizarrely, we've both gone for.
What?
We've both gone for inspired by other countries. I have got the Take
Really?
5 book, the original Take
Yeah.
5 book, and I have choosied Shanghai chicken. So you've gone Korean, I've
Oh.
gone.
That looks really nice.
Please remember my earlier comment about geography. I've gone Shanghai. I think that's China. I think
It
it's
looks
China.
nice.
This says it's got 5 ingredients. Do you know what I mean?
Wait.
This book is so simple. So it includes 1 tablespoon of 5-spice powder, Chinese 5-spice. Must be Shanghai. Must be China.
I said, does it all go in one pot?
I don't know. I'm going to tell you in a second.
Wonder.
I'll tell you in a second. 4 large skinless and boneless chicken breasts, 400 grams of pak choy, 2 level tablespoons of Shaoxing rice wine, and 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce. And it says, this tasty chicken or Quan stir fry, inspired by China's second city, showcases the lovely crunch and flavour of pak choy. And basically, I imagine you cook the chicken, cook the veggies, bung them together and eat it. It looks really simple, really, really easy. And it says apparently most large supermarkets stock Shaoxing rice wine in their specialist ingredient dishes. In their specialist ingredient aisles. If you can't get it, use dry or medium sherry instead and add half a sin per serving. I'm not buying a bottle of sherry just to put it in my cooking. I'll go and get some rice wine. So yes, and that is free food and...
Eat it. We like free food.
It's an SP recipe.
Oh, because it's just your veggies and your meat
and the
protein.
veggies.
Yep.
Meat and the veggies. So
Can't
those
be
are
any
going to be
easier
your
than that, can it?
5 ingredients. I love the Take 5 book.
Yeah.
I don't think we've got that third one. No. Take 5 free. So anyway, those are your options this week. The Shanghai chicken or
we've got the
Korean pork rice bowls. I'm very aware that we've gone over time tonight. So to wrap up, Rufus, what are your goals this week? What goal have you got for the week ahead for that there Slimming World? What is your weight loss goal and what is your off weight loss goal?
I'd say apart from being active in the garden and doing exercises a little bit, because I'm now getting, like I say, quite a bit of loose skin and stuff going on, and you can lose weight a lot quicker than you can tone your body up kind of thing. So it's, as you go along, I think it's good to try and do a bit of both, if you've got a lot to lose, that is. And this coming week, I think I just want to just focus on my, getting my next £2 off and getting my next award. Carry on what I'm doing meal wise. Like I say, for the last, I don't know how many weeks, I've stuck to about 10 sins a day. Tuesday evening, obviously after I've been weighed, I tend to have about 15 sins, and then all the other days are about 10 sins a day.
I know.
I wouldn't change, like I say, our fruit bowls and stuff like that. Possibly maybe not have quite as much yogurt, because I tend to have a whole pot of yogurt, so like a 500ml pot of yogurt a day, whereas I said some days I might even get quark, which are the slightly smaller pots.
So your weight loss goal in pounds?
I want to get my next award, so I want at least £2 next week. I'm going to aim for 3, but if I get 2, I'll be really happy.
Do you mean 2.5? Because you've got 2.5 until 7.5. You're at 7 stone 4.5 now.
Yeah, but even if I get my...
So if you get £2 off, you'll be at 7 6.5.
No.
Yes.
I was 7...
Oh, you're at 7. Oh, I read that wrong.
She's put that wrong.
Right, let's correct that. You're at 7 stone 5.
I'm 7 stone. That's why I showed you last week. I said it was an error they'd put in my book.
Yeah, it's 7 stone 5.
So I was 7 stone 2 last week, and then I've lost 3 this week. So I only need 2 or over to get my next award.
Yeah.
So if I aim for 3 and I get 2, I'll be really, really happy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
My weight loss goal is going to be, again, I'm aiming for £3 again. I'm going to basically repeat the week I've had.
Yeah.
I had my Tuesday have a few extra things. Took me to 10 last night. I will probably aim again this week to have between 5 and 8, because I don't really use them anymore. I don't really feel the need to. I'm enjoying everything we're eating, and that is going to be my goal. My goal this week, my non-weight loss goal, is to be more mindful about the fact that my body does its thing. And I don't know the reason my body does it thing. I can't look at my hormones. I can't look at my intestines. I can't look at my water levels or anything else. I can just look at the food I put in my mouth. And that is 100% on plan. And it makes me feel better than I felt in a long time. I've still got my health issues with fibro and everything else, but it is making me feel genuinely and generally healthier than I have felt in a long time. I still can't do much. I still get days where I'm wiped out or wobbly and falling over. But those days are a little bit better because I'm not 5.5 stone heavier. And I will take that win.
A long time ago,
and
like I
just
said,
keep plodding.
We would have had maybe 2 write-off days every week where we just wouldn't be able to get anything done. And now
I have at least one.
At least. But obviously those have got less over time.
I don't know if they've got less.
A little bit. I think so.
I do tend to get up quite late some days, but I do keep... You just... What is it they say? You're like a stamp. You take a... You take a licking and keep on ticking? No, that's not right.
But I'm saying I don't want to exaggerate, but at one point, every evening when... Normally now your mind's most active when you're in the lounge, and when I get to the point of the evening I'm like, right, dogs are going to bed, right, I'm gonna put them to bed and then I'm gonna go and chill out for a bit,
go on
get in
Minecraft
bed or whatever. So
Sims.
I'll do that, and at that point I would often have to go back in the lounge later on in the evening and wake Lisa up because her body would crash out. And you were doing that at least 5 days a week.
That's
at
true.
Least.
That isn't happening as much.
That isn't happening hardly at all now.
No,
I said,
that's
so
That's
you
true.
crashing for a few hours once a week is very minimal compared to how things used to be.
That's very true. I will take that.
Yeah.
And on that positive bombshell...
Yeah. I say it's a massive difference, it really is.
Yeah, we're going to go. Now listen, this week's Extra Helping, we're not going to talk about the group changes. They are what they are. We can't do anything about that. No one else can change it. Let's just think positive and move forward. So this week's Extra Helping video on Friday will be a completely positive video all about a topic that is Slimming World or weight loss related. So I hope you'll join us for that.
But I said as well, if you do have any things that you want to know about Slimming World or things that you would like a bit more information on or got questions, you can always put them in the comment below.
Absolutely.
And we will look at maybe doing them in another Extra Helping video.
Exactly. And also please do check out our Facebook page, which Facebook group. I keep saying group. Page. It's a group. It's a closed group. It's a private group. You can join it, but until you join it, you won't be able to see who else is a member or anything like that. It's really lovely and really, really, really supportive. I'm loving the fact that we did. I don't even know why we didn't do that before, but do please check that out. Hopefully you'll see less of us next week. If you don't, then do you know what? It'll be the week after. I am just. This is how we eat.
Do you know, next week,
sticking to plan.
What we'll do is Lisa will get the video, click it on so it's, the video starts, the live starts, and then we won't be here. And we'll be like, waiting over there. We'll be like in the corner and go, see, look, now there's even less of us. You can't see us at all.
No, but I tell you what. I could always do.
What?
Do you remember... I've been looking through all of the channels that I've been subscribed to on this channel for years. A lot of the old Slimming Worlders, their channels are gone, deleted, or just emptied. There's also a lot of makeup channels. I may well have to go and follow an old makeup video about how to sculpt the cheekbones. And I'll come in next week looking like I've lost about 9 stone, exactly, looking gaunt. Like I've been living on the moon for 3 years or something. Do you know what I mean? Living on astronaut rations where they eat those freeze-dried... You'd love it. Freeze-dried strawberries or whatever they eat in space food. Don't know what that is. I'll do that. And you'll all be like, Lisa, you've lost so much weight. And I go, no, I've gained 4 pounds.
I said, I wonder if Debbie has that with, obviously the dogs and everything. I said that we've got one of our dogs. She is... a fruitarian. She literally would fruit. Just live on fruit, and if I chop fruit up, she curls around my legs below where my feet are, waiting for me to give her fruit.
She does.
She's terrible.
Anyway, let us know, Debs. Right, we're going to go. Hopefully everybody has a lovely week. Stay true to yourselves. Stay on your plan. Listen, we're all doing this for a reason. Think of that reason why. Have that why in your head, whether it's a bikini body or whether you're doing this for health reasons, whatever you are doing it for, keep that why in your head. You've got this. We've got this. Doesn't matter what happens at the groups. We've all got this together. We'll see you next week. And as we always say, stay you, stay true, stay authentic, and
happy slimming.
Happy slimming. We'll see you very soon.
We will.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.